Hello, welcome to the Saturday show. Today, were you looking at the Late Late Show last night? I'll show you what a cracker last night. So, he's gone out on style, Mr. Tuppety. I wonder what he's doing next. No one knows. It was a good show last night, so enjoyed it. As I was saying there, it's worth looking it up anyway to see how it performed the show last night. I'm sure he got good ratings, all right, Mr. Tuppety. As I was saying, there is a lot of things there that he'd have on it. I think the show there, Michael D was good on the show. He gave a good speech there. He had him on the show a lot, as I was saying over the years, and it was long show. So I was looking at it last night, so I really enjoyed it. So and I just thought I'd come back on a Saturday show. I made a show on Thursday. For Thursday's show, Emma was nice. She said she'd come back as a guest again, and so it'd be interesting anyway. I was just gonna go through the sports anyway. The matches that are on the next day. I was gonna give you verdicts. The matches now that are on the next day. I was saying there's matches, All Ireland Football Championship matches. The match it's on the Saturday. It's on the day actually. Just gotta come back anyway. Loud and Cork. That match now, Loud and Cork. That's a hard one to predict actually. I'd give it to I'm trying to think who I'd give it to I give it to Cork maybe. But Loud are good, but I'll give it to Cork. And then Westmead. I think I'll give that to Armagh. Uh Derry and Monaghan. I'll give that to Derry. Derry are playing good. And then the match is on Sunday, the 28th. Dublin Roscommon. I'd have to give that to Dublin. They're the matches that are on Saturdays and Sundays. And then there's no Tailteann Cup matches on this week. I'm not sure there's Leinster hurling matches. There's Leinster hurling matches on as well. Westmeath and Antrim. I could give that to Westmeath the way they're playing at the moment. Dublin and Galway. I'd have to give that to Galway. That's in Craig and Croke Park. And then Wexford and Kilkenny. There's only one winner really there. It's be Kilkenny. So then my predictions there and them. And then the Munster hurling is the matches on this week. Yeah, as Saturday's matches, Tipperary and Waterford. I'd have to give that to Tipperary and Limerick and Cork. I'd give that to. I'd just give to Cork. It's just a little thing I think. As I was saying, the Joe McDonough Cup is also on. That's on Saturday. There's a few matches on. Carlow and Offaly. I think I'll give it to Offaly there this week. As I was saying, there's matches on then the following week. The Nicky Rackett, Christy Ring, Wicklow and the Nicky Rackett. So that is really positive there for Wicklow hurling. I wish them all the best, the lads. Hope they win it. So it's good. I did go to a couple of matches there early on in the year, but more football matches than anything else really. But that was the thing. That was the indication anyway. So I go through now a bit of league. I didn't do much leagues, as I was saying there. Much much RTE soccer matches. I was going to go through the soccer matches. As I was saying, there's not many soccer matches left. I go through the table maybe the fixtures. I just think City you were wrapped it up. Those matches on today actually. But there's matches on Sunday. Chelsea, Newcastle United, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Everton, and AFC Bournemouth. And Leeds United and Tottenham Hotspurs. These are the matches. Leicester City, West Ham United, Arsenal, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Manchester City versus Fulham. So full Aston Villa and Brighton Albion, and then Southampton and Liverpool, Brentford best Manchester City, but it's really all over done the thing. The table reads, as I was saying there, Manchester City have 89 points, Arsenal 81 points, Newcastle United 70, Man United 69. So it's all wrapped up there. Manchester City, as I was saying, had a good season there, and it was really good looking at it. So one-sided, I'd say, but that's the way it goes. And then the Electricity, the Irish League, the matches that are played on Friday, Treaty United vs Finn Harps, Kerry and Wexford, Bray Wonders and Cove Ramblers, Galway United at Lown Town. And then Saturday's matches, Longford Town and Waterford Football Club. So I haven't got results there yet because I'm recording. So, and then the tables, Galway United out in front with 42 points, Waterford Football Club 32, Bray Wonders on third with 23 points, Cove Ramblers 22. So that's the table, and that doesn't lie either, as I was saying. And then the Premier League, the Irish Premier League, Cork City versus Shamrock Rovers. That's on Friday. Drogheda United and UCD. Bohemian Football Club Shelbourne. St Patrick's Athletic versus Dundalk. And on Saturday, Sligo Rovers Derry City. And that's the matches. And then the tables is as follows. It's Derry City out in front with 34. Shamrock Rovers 33. Bohemians Football Club 29. St Patrick's Athletic 26. So they're the top four, so that's the league table. So I was gonna then go through, if I could go through the Sky News. I didn't give any Sky News there for a while. The main Sky News there. If there's any today, it's just more about Tina Turner, as I was saying, that she died. Queen of Rock, Tina Turner. Tina Turner in pictures, it shows you the different pictures there, so it was very sad, as I was saying there on Thursday's episode. It was sad. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis enters the race to be the next president, what it says there. DeSantis joins Donald Trump, Nikki Haley, Tim Scott, Ransford, and Aileen Hudson in race to become the Republican candidate president. DeSantis has entered the race to be the next president, going head to head with Donald Trump. He filed a declaration of candidacy with the U.S. Federal Commission. Go on, DeSantis, go on, DeSantis, beat the Trump, beat the Trump. The 40-year-old becomes the latest in a crowded Republican contest to decide whether the party will move on from Mr. Trump in 2002 as he aims to retake the White House. I hope he does. Donald Trump's gone. Donald Trump should have handcuffs on him. Handcuffs. Yeah, put the handcuffs on him. That's what I say. There's a picture there on the Sky News there of the two of them, Joe Biden and Trump, as I was saying. What he calls Biden is Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe. I'm Donald Trump. Ooh. Yeah, that's what everyone says. And then the entertainment news, that's what it says as well, more about Tina Turner. I had a terrible life. I just kept going. The trauma and triumph of rock on. Icon Tina Turner. Simply the best. Tina Turner in pictures that shows you Ike Turner with her. And so it's sad. Strictly Come Dancing's diagnosed with breast cancer. That's a dancer that was on it, Alma Down, who suffers from Crohn's disease, has been regular on the dancing program. And then the world news, more about DeSantis, as I was saying. 95-year-old woman tased by police dies. And paralyzed breakthrough is quite astonishing. And AI is the key. That's then the news then. I'll see how I'm going down in the news. As I was saying there, I just thought I'd come back with a quick podcast anyway. And a few soccer results, a few news. And then on the news, it's just more on the news there. It's more about Joanne Cantwell. She be on, as I was saying, on Saturday, usually. And then more about Patrick Keelty. As I was saying there, what is it saying on the internet about Patrick Keelty? I don't know. I'll have to Google his name to see. This is cheating, really, but Just see what it says about the late late. His name will be gone up and right. I was saying. Tubbity Hayes, great choice of Keelty for late late. That's on it. Patrick Keelty, and then on the Northern Ireland news, Patrick Keelty will broadcast BBC radio show from Belfast just hours after late late. That's what it says there. New Late Late Show host Patrick Keelty drops major hint about his first show. That's on that on Saturday Sun. What it basically says is RTE Star has dropped a big hint about his first show. The County Down fit will become the fourth presenter to take on. So that's what it says there. He's joked that his local pub could be doing bankrupt come September as they announce a massive new promotion. The Dundrum man's local boozer has pledged a free round of shots every time the presenter mentions his hometown. The poster said Paddy's Bingo every time Patrick Gilsey mentions Dundrum on the Late Late Show. Pub bosses, so every time Patrick Keating mentions Dundrum on the Late Late Show, we will set a round of shots up the bar, 18 plus only. Nothing like a bit of good news. From Friday starts when the Late Late Show goes live, we'll have it on. Congratulations, Paddy, the moment your local announced it. So, to everyone who's got in touch, I can't thank you enough. I'm really looking forward to getting started now and to changing my number when the requests of the Toy Show tickets start, celebrating with a pint of Guinness. Outgoing host Tubbity addressed the highly anticipated announcement. He said, I want to mention Patrick Quilty. I'm really happy. Yeah, so there's nothing really much about the show, as I was saying there. He'd bring his research teams in, I'm sure, and that's what came up when you put it there. How Patrick Keelty could help bring North and South closer together. Well, that wouldn't be a bad thing there. They're really fighting like dogs there on the North. Some of the politicians, I just don't know how they're like that. So, and then as we're saying there, the TV license, that could bring that more closer together. But RTE don't seemingly want to chat about it still. So I'm not going to go there anymore. So I don't know what's going on there really. People pay their license and they just don't want to debate it or what the salaries are. It's a big amount of money. I'm saying a big amount that you're dealing with there. The license fee is 160, and everyone that pays it, paying for the programs, I'm sure. But on in England, they don't have any qualms about talking about it. Stephen Nolan talks about it all the time. I hear because I'm listening to his show there on his podcast, and he has no problems talking about it. So this is Saturday, so I'm not sure. I think they should be debating it. I don't know what's wrong there, and I do write messages in about it. Quite rant a bit about it, but maybe I shouldn't. But that's the way it is, so I just leave it like that now. So and then I'm just looking at the latest news. PSA Detective John Cullen attends King Charles III's Royal Garda party in first public appearance since being shot by New IRA. I saw that it was King Charles there in the garden there. Dermot Gallivan designed the garden there. I saw it there on the news before Stephen Nolan started his show, and it was quite interesting there what was on it there. So I just thought I'd come back with a quick podcast anyway today on Saturday. I don't know what really more to talk about, but I was just gonna Google maybe coming soon. I have a lot of pages open there, and then it says more on this. It says more about Donald O'Cusick deep hole with his RTE turn on the Shamazel and Archie Sunday game programme between Donald O'Cusick and Joan Canton made for riveting viewing by any standards. Donald Oak's race and remarks on Tolton Cup competition were ill considered. In raising the topic, Miss Canton allowed Donald Oak a glorious opportunity to dig himself gracefully out of a hole. As a pundit, Donald Logue is a class act, so surely on mature recollection he could be well advised to tone down his torrent on the Cup. Father Iggy O'Donovan, Glen Overlow, County Tipperary. So that's a letter there. So, and then Goodman Stephen. Well, now Ireland, you can put whatever you like on an alcoholic containers. So that's kind of a letter there. So that's then that. Then on the entertainment news, then on this, it just says Radiant Blonde. There's more about that on that. So and then I was going to look at the Wicklow News actually, just to say I didn't look at that for a bit, see what's on the local news. The local news then as follows: Councillor Stephen Stoke appointed as a peace commissioner, according to that. Garda seek public assistance in tracing missing man. What that story says is, the tracing Garda to the public concern of Warren Bunn, who was missing from Largo since 3 p.m. on Tuesday, May the 23rd. So that's then information. They're looking for information, but I'm sure that you might find it in again there. So, Wicklow Pride to host drag quiz night this weekend. Falls restored as 1,500 residents affected by power outages this morning. And Wicklow residents encouraged to get their blood pressures checked as part of a new Before Damage is Done campaign. Hannah Corra notes, so that's then on that. And then is any other news there? I was just going to look at the Irish Times the news. I did look at the Sun, the Irish Times. Then it's a new Saturday show I'm doing. Tina Turner legend is more than about Tina Turner there. Tina Turner's rock and roll singer dies aged 83. I'm just seeing what it says on that. Tina Turner, who has included Proud Mary and The Best, has died. In a career spanning more than 60 years, the American-Swiss singer, who was born Anne-Marie Bullock in Nutbuck, Tennessee, won 8 Grammy Awards. Turner died peacefully on Wednesday after a long illness in her home near Zurich, Switzerland. According to a publicist widow, the world loses a music legend and a role model. The statement added that a private funeral ceremony attended by close friends and families would be held. The further press inquiries will not be answered. So, Roger Davis, the singer's manager of 30 years, paid tribute to the star, saying Tina was an unique and a remarkable force of nature. From the first day I met her in 1980, she believed in herself completely when few others did at the time. It was a privilege and an honor to have been a close friend of hers for more than 30 years. Tina Turner's. So that is a clip. I don't know, can I play it? So uh, that is then that on them. Then on the sports, I was just gonna go through the sports here on this. The Gaelic games on this. It just says Dublin can Kildare secure places in Leinster Minor football final. The two of them are in it. And Jason Sampson hopes rising tide in Offaly hurling will land them back in Leinster Championship. Sean Moran records epic crashes from Munster hurling, and Dara O'Shea Kerry need major restructure surgery to deny Cork re-redemption. So, Tipperary boss Liam Cattle hit with proposed 4-week ban, and then Jim Galvin appointed chair of North East Inner City Implementation Board. Goodbye, and then Jim McGuinness. Can Mayo finally find a consistency to go all the way? Which people question. I don't know. They're playing all right. They bet Kerry there the last day. Joan Cantwell tackles Donald Cusick over what sideswipe at Tolton Cup. So it's still on there on the Irish Times. So I just thought I'd come back with another podcast. I hope you enjoy my Saturday show. I don't know if there's any other soccer thing I can talk about, but if there is any more updates on the matches, I'll come back with scores. There was no Tottenham Cup this week. It's on next week. Wicklow are playing Limerick, which is going to be a very difficult match. I can't see them getting anything out of that unless it's a miracle if they won it. It helped them for next season, perhaps. But Mead is up in the run for Thornton Cup winners. Down as well, perhaps. Cavan, I'm not sure they could win it. So it's wide open. So I thought you'd enjoy my Saturday show. I'll have to play a little bit of music, but I'm not sure what to play. I would have played a bit of music, but I'll see you again anyway. I hope you enjoy my show, my Saturday live show, and thanks for sticking by me anyway. I'll have another guest maybe. Emma had a kind word there on Thursday and she promoted me a bit, so thanks for listening and goodbye.